Hello and welcome to the Acting Coach Network podcast. I'm your host, Savannah Madden, acting coach, award-winning theatre school owner and confidence coach for small business owners who want to grow their businesses with confidence, resilience and to step into their CEO mindset without burning out. I am so happy to be sitting down with you for this episode because it is the first one of 2026, so Happy New Year. Now, I know that this episode is being released on the 5th of January and I want to say straight away that if you haven't set your goals yet, if you're still finding your feet, or if January has already felt like a bit noisy or overwhelming, don't worry, you're not behind. You're just exactly where you need to be. But 2026, once it transforms into it in a couple of weeks in the Chinese calendar, it's the year of the horse. And I'm loving the symbolism that that represents at the moment. This is a year of momentum, drive, clarity, confidence, and forward movement. There's a lot of horsepower available for us this year. But before we get ahead of ourselves and charge forwards, before we go full throttle, full speed ahead, it is essential that we pause and look back on the previous year because reflection is not procrastination. Reflection is strategy and it's going to help us out to feel really clear about what is to come. So today, I want to talk about why reflecting on the year that you have just had is actually the strongest way to start the year ahead and how that reflection directly supports clearer goals, better decisions, and more sustainable growth in your business and in your life. So before we look forward, let's acknowledge what we have just moved through. And if you're anything like me and you do sort of pay attention to certain things, you will know that the year 2025 was the year of the snake. So a year of shedding, releasing and letting go. And for many people, it might have been a bit uncomfortable. And there were endings, there were identity shifts, there were moments of real discomfort, but also real growth. And if you rush past without acknowledging any of that, then you're going to miss the wisdom. So I want you to reflect on last year properly, not just with a quick glance, but with intention. I want you to ask yourself, what worked really well for me in 2025? What felt aligned? What flowed? These are like sub sort of questions that you can ask yourself. What created results without costing me my well-being? You could go a bit deeper into looking at why those things really did work. What were you doing to ensure that those things did work? Or what was the result of why you were doing those things? Were you consistent? Did you have absolute clarity? Did you instill really good boundaries? Did you actually trust yourself with what you were doing? And this part is so important because success leaves clues, doesn't it? If something worked well for you last year, I'm sure it probably was not just luck. There was something about the way that you showed up, the choices you made, or the energy that you brought that made it work. And that is what I want you to take with you into 2026. Then think honestly and getly, but really honestly, what didn't work so well? Where did you feel stuck? What drained you? What kept getting pushed to the bottom of the list? What felt heavy or misaligned? And then ask yourself why. And not from a place of judgment, but from a place of learning and growth. Because when you understand why something didn't work, you can make a conscious decision not to repeat it. Reflection gives us clarity. Reflection gives you confidence. And confidence is what allows you to move forward with intention rather than force. This is how you start the year grounded rather than reactive. And once you've reflected, the next step is deciding what you are taking with you into 2026. What habits, systems, beliefs or strategies are you keeping? And what are you definitely leaving behind? What version of you are you choosing to step into this year? And for many of you listening, visibility is going to be a big part of that. 2026 is not the year to hide. It's not the year to sit on ideas, and it is not the year to wait until you feel ready. It is the year for getting visible in a way that feels authentic to you, sharing your voice, your work, your expertise, your message, and whether that's through your content, speaking, networking, or showing up more confidently in the rooms that you're already in. And this is where our goals come in, right? Once you have reflected and clarified what matters, you can set goals that actually make sense for you. And I'm a big believer in writing goals down, not just thinking about them. Really writing them, seeing them, putting them somewhere where you will always look at them or you will look at them often, making them tangible. And when you write your goals down, you are signaling to yourself that they really matter. And instead of setting vague goals for the whole year, we want to break them down. What do you want to achieve in the next 30 days? What about the next 60 days? And the next 90 days. This approach makes your goals feel achievable rather than overwhelming, and you can break them down into even smaller chunks if you need to. It gives you focus, direction, and momentum, and after 90 days, you can review, recalibrate, and decide what comes next. Do not underestimate the power of accountability. Tell someone your goals, share them with a friend, a coach, or a peer, your partner, your family. Let someone witness your intention. When someone else knows what you're working towards, you are far more likely to follow through, not because of pressure, but because of commitment. So if you are starting this year feeling unsure, behind, or unsteady, I want you to hear this. The strongest way to move forward is not to rush. It's to reflect. It's to choose intentionally. And it is to move with clarity rather than chaos. And this is how we are going to harness the horsepower of 2026. And I also want to remind you that you are much more likely to achieve your goals if you have written them down. It's a proven fact. So to summarise, reflect on 2025, celebrate the wins, learn from challenges, and identify what you want to carry into 2026. Get visible, share your message, your work, and your brand, and set clear written goals broken down into manageable chunks. And finally, make yourself accountable. Share your goals with someone you trust. And before I finish, I want to share something else with you that feels very aligned with this conversation. I have a free 7-day audio series called Reclaim Your Voice, and each day you'll be sent a short audio designed to help you reconnect with your confidence, your presence, and the way you show up in the world. This is about feeling heard, feeling grounded, and trusting your voice, whether that is in business, your coaching, or your everyday life. If visibility, confidence, or self-expression feels like part of your work this year, this is a really supportive place to start. And you can sign up for my Reclaim Your Voice audio for free and begin straight away. I'd love to know how you get on. And I'm wishing you an amazing, happy new year for 2026. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Acting Coach Network podcast. If you love what you heard, make sure you're following. And if you've got a moment, I'd love you to leave a quick review or share this episode with someone else who might just need it. You can find me on Instagram at I am Savannah Madden. And if you prefer watching conversations, all the video episodes are available on my YouTube channel. Just search for Savannah Madden and hit subscribe to join us there too. If you're looking for support to grow your coaching business or creative career with confidence, resilience, and without burning out, I'm offering 3-month one-to-one coaching programs where we get to the bottom of what you most need help with in your business. You can also find my latest free resource in the show notes. Here's to 2026, rooted in clarity, confidence, and forward momentum. I'll be back soon with more real conversations, expert insights, and tools to help you build a business you love. Until next time, keep going, stay kind to yourself, and I'll see you soon. Before we wrap up today's episode, I just wanted to take a moment to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year for 2026. Whether you're listening to this curled up with a coffee, out for a walk, or grabbing a quiet moment in between all the festivities, I hope this season gives you exactly what you need. rest, joy, connection, or maybe just a little bit of breathing space. And while I've got you, I just want to gently remind you to head to the show notes and grab my free resource called Reclaim Your Voice. It's a 7-day audio series designed to help you boost your confidence, reconnect with your voice, and feel more grounded again. It's especially powerful for business owners, leaders, and coaches. But honestly, it's for anyone who feels like the end of the year has been a lot. This time between Christmas and New Year can be beautiful, but it can also be noisy, busy, and socially full. Sometimes our cups are overflowing with people, plans, and expectations, and sometimes we actually need space to come back to ourselves. Each audio is just a couple of minutes a day. You can listen when you're out for a walk, when you're sitting quietly with a cup of tea, or when you're taking a moment just for you. It's there to support you, not add another thing to your to-do list. So if you're craving a little grounding, a little clarity, or a gentle reset as we move into 2026, Reclaim Your Voice is waiting for you in the show notes. Thank you so much for being here, for listening, and for sharing this space with me this year. I'll see you on the other side of the festive season, refreshed, recharged, and ready for what's next.